104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. Joining us right now, head coach of UAlbany lacrosse, Scott Marr with us. You got Harvard tonight. What kind of challenges does this Harvard team present for you?
Well, first of all, it's a good quality team. They're athletic, got good offensive guys, some smaller, quick guys. But I think the real challenge is again just getting on the bus this afternoon at 12:30 and taking a 3-hour ride and then getting off the bus and getting yourselves ready to play. So I think it's a little bit more of a mental game for us today, of being prepared and being getting our legs going when we get off the bus. Hopefully about 4:15, 4:30 and kind of get prepared that way. But we've had a couple of games the last couple of weeks where we scored a lot of goals and stuff. I don't know where we're going to be tonight, but I think we just need to go out and execute and play the way we've been playing and tighten up a little bit defensively. And I think we should be in good shape.
Coach, I think you're being a bit modest when you're saying putting up a bunch of goals. You're talking about 20-goal games, 19, 18. Did you know your offense could be this good this quick?
I think our system is a good one in the way we play and how we approach the game. So I feel positive about the pieces that we have in Connor Fields, Justin Ray, Kyle McClancy, Adam Osika, Eli Laz, those guys. Guys have been playing for us for a couple of years. They understand our system. They understand how we want to attack the goal, when we want to attack. So. It's a good, solid team effort. We're going from defense to offense really well. JD's making saves. He's at almost 63, 64% right now save percentage, which is like third or fourth best in the country. And he's getting the ball out for us. So we're making saves. We're getting from defense to offense quickly. We're taking advantage of some mismatches, stuff like that. So I think our kids are playing smart. I think they're playing with good IQ and they're making good decisions. And we're shooting really well. Hopefully that continues. We got 4, 5, 6 guys that are shooting 45 to 50%. That's pretty good shooting percentage. So, hopefully that continues, in these games to come. But again, I think we put our guys in good positions to be successful, and they're taking advantage.
Scott Marr is the coach of the UAlbany Great Dane lacrosse team. So, all right, this is a loaded question, I'm sure, for you. It's one that I bet you're getting used to at this point. So, there's nobody named Thompson on this team. Is this still the best team you've had?
Well, we do have a Merrick Thompson on the sideline, our coach.
Which I do like Merrick. Don't get me wrong.
There's no P in his name. He doesn't have a P like the Thompson brothers and Ty Thompson. Actually, I had a chance to see Ty Thompson yesterday. Came down to watch a high school game that was played between IMG Academy and Everest Academy up in Canada. So it was good to see him. But it's hard to compare teams. I think they're all different. The chemistry's different each year. You have a new senior class, you have a new freshman class, you have different kids in the mix. We have a different trainer this year. Our trainer left after 11 years. So there's different things that go into each team. I certainly feel good about this team. I like the way we're playing. I like our attitude. Our effort every day in practice is fantastic. So, we just want to continue to go. All we're really looking forward to is tonight's game and hoping to come out with a win tonight and then move on to our next one. So, we try not to compare so much. It's, again, I think it's hard to compare in any sport, when you're comparing different time periods, different games, who you're playing against, all that kind of stuff. So, but we certainly, like I said, we're excited that we're 6-1 and that we're on a good roll right now, and we want to continue to do that.
Are you at all like surprised with this team? I mean, no Blaze Reardon again. Of course, everybody. The lacrosse really always been popular up here, but really put on the map with that the Thompson trio when you had them. Are you surprised with how good this team is?
I don't know if it's surprise is a word. I'm pleasantly surprised, I guess, in a way. But we knew we had pieces. Again, I think the difference from this team, from last year's team to this year's team, even though we lost Blaze. We brought back so many guys that played last year as sophomores, as freshmen, and as juniors, and now we're more of a senior-junior type team. And then with JD stepping in, we really felt positive about JD. All through his redshirt year last year. I mean, there were times we were talking about taking Blaze and playing him on attack and put JD in the goal. That's how well he was playing in practice. So, we knew as a staff and as a team that JD was going to be a competent goalie and be able to fill Blaze's shoes in a way. But again, the rest of the team now, is older. I mean, Stone Sims on defense, AJ Clough, Derek DeLuey, those guys all started last year, but they were sophomores and freshmen. Now they're juniors and sophomore. Justin Ray, what's his name, number 5 there, Connor Fields. They're juniors now. Those guys are juniors. So, it's just I think it's just a difference in maturity for us this year on all over the field. And then again, when you bring in JD, he's not a freshman starting. He's a redshirt junior, so he's really a senior age-wise. So he's been around the block. He's been taking shots from Lyle and those guys and stuff. When he was a freshman, so he's seen plenty of good shots over his time. So I'm not surprised that we're doing well. It's just a good solid group of kids, and excited to watch us play tonight.
Yeah, and let's talk about that number 5 again, that Connor Fields. He's not a bad player. Every time Levack and I grab our phones, go online, we see another highlight play from Connor Fields, and we think, he really did that during the game? What's he like during practice? Is he always testing these things out, and is he putting on highlights in practice that you actually have to step back and think, how do you just do that?
With Connor, we really almost have to provoke him to do some things in a way of taking some behind-the-back shots or shooting the ball one-handed, underhand. What we're trying to do for Connor and for the team is for him to put himself in a position where teams, you can't predict what he's going to do, and he's unpredictable. So shooting the ball behind his back, leads to his fake behind the back, so teams fall for that. So if you don't shoot it every once in a while behind the back, then the fake's going to go away. Because if you never do it, then what's the fake worth? So we kind of provoke him to try those things in practice and to be creative and to go and to be experimental really and do some stuff so that when he gets in games, he can kind of just do what comes naturally to him and he's doing that. He's doing things. He's going to his right hand. He's predominantly left-handed player, but he goes to his right, so he's keeping his defenseman off guard, and that's the big key for his success is that. He's not a predictable player. He's not just going to his left hand, and he's not just going to shoot, or he's not just a feeder. So you don't know what he's going to do. He can go to the goal and he can feed at the same time, or he can go to the goal and then go to shoot. So again, very unpredictable and very very hard to judge what he's doing. And he's much more athletic than he looks when he plays. He's very elusive. His change of direction is outstanding, and then his 5 to 7 yard sprint, his 5 to 7 yard burst. Is very, very good. So, it's very hard for a defender when he changes direction and then all of a sudden he darts 5 yards upfield and gets in front of you and gets his hands free. It's very hard to defend.
Coach Scott Marr with us right now, the UAlbany lacrosse team. Coach, we were over there when sadly the Maryland game got postponed. That'll be on April 12th now, and it was just funny because we're in the CEFCU arena. We're watching the men's hoops team play, and then this group of guys walk through the stadium, and everybody goes, "Totally lacrosse players." Look at those weirdos. And then we interviewed JD, and JD is the picture of your goalkeeper. He's a lacrosse player. You can just tell he's different than everybody else in the room.
Yeah, well, goalies are different than everybody in the room. There's no question about that. The fact that they can stand in that goal and take the shots that they do and do what they do is really incredible. But I guess in a way we have a unique look to us and stuff, and I guess every sport kind of has that, and that is what it is. But it's just a fun group to be around, and again, get someone like JD. He's just got a lot of energy, a lot of life to him. Provides a big spark for our team, so it's it's fun. Personalities are great. It's great with teams, and you can get different kids. Especially this college age guy. They're between 18 and 22, and they're just in the prime of their life in a sense, having fun. And it's just great to have different characters on the team, and believe me, we have plenty of characters.
Coach Scott Marr, good luck against Harvard tonight. Go slap those nerds around. Don't take any guff from them.
That's right. I appreciate it, boys. Enjoy your day.